Now then, how are you? Been away for a few days. You miss me. Been to a lovely place. It's not far from where I live, and it's called Lancaster in England. It's very historic. It's a small city, but it's very historic. It's got a cathedral and a castle, and it's absolutely lovely. So we went there to see family. So we had a nice few days there. It was absolutely lovely. So if you're ever around this area, Lancaster is definitely something to put on your list. So I'm at the allotment today, and I'm at home as well because I've not got loads to do on here now because everything's dying down, even the weeds are dying down. My kohlrabi's been eaten, I've just spotted. So I'm not really doing a lot. I want my beans to form actual beans inside now, so I'm not going to pick any more. So I'll take you a little look round on here and then I'll take you home because I've got a lot to do in the garden and I'm going to strip out my greenhouse. So my tomatoes are finished now, so I need to, well, they're not finished, but I don't think they're going to ripen anytime soon. So I'm going to take all my tomato plants out of my greenhouse, and then I'm going to sort my potatoes out, and I'm also going to sow some, I'm going to try them as an experiment to sow some winter cauliflowers and some Romanesco cauliflowers as well. So let's give you a little look around here, and then we'll go home, and then we'll crack on and do a bit in the garden. The cabbages are looking good, so they're not getting chewed, so that's a good sign. And beetroot's still all going, so that's great. Curly kale there, that's coming on lovely. And the Cavolo Nero at the end there, that's growing nice, should be lovely for winter, that. Now as you can see, my beans are getting quite big now. So what'll happen is the purple variety here, they'll go bigger than that, and then they'll turn green, and then they'll develop beans inside. Now it's the beans that I want inside now. They're a smaller bean. I'm not sure, but I think they're a haricot bean. I think that's what they're called, a haricot bean. But anyway, that's what I'm after now. So I just want the beans in the middle. So I'm going to let these go now. The green beans the same. So I'll let all them just get big, and then I'll get the beans out, and they'll be for winter. So I'll store those for winter. The onions still aren't ready yet, still growing. So that's all good. Lettuce is still producing, so I've still got a couple of little lettuces there, and I'm still taking the leaves off them, so they're still all right at the moment, but they're coming to an end now. and I don't think I'm going to sow any more. I'll leave my lettuce now till next year. The leeks haven't been great neither, and I've just noticed there's a escape on one of them, so I'll take that off. So I'll eat that. That'll go in a salad. I'll take that home. The others are still going though. Corn seems to just be getting bigger and bigger. I can't see any cobs. Oh, wait. There. Yes. We've got at least 2, maybe. There. Yay. Yeah, I'm sure this time last year I had quite a lot more than this. But this is a different variety. So this variety is glass corn. So you know, if you Google glass corn, it comes up with these multicoloured cobs with all different little corn, all different colour corn. So that's this variety, just in case anybody knows. And it's an autumn cropper. So it's a late cropper, this one. Pumpkin. It's just going to be the one because there aren't any anywhere else. Just one this year. That's quite sad, but at least I've got one. These are the dwarf French beans, and do you know what? They've just not produced at all, really. They're rubbish, so I am never growing dwarf French beans again. So I'm not impressed with them at all. So this is a definite no-no. So I could even put arches in here. I might do that. I might buy arches and put them in this one next year. But yeah, I'm not growing those again. This bed seems to be taking off now because it's not really hot, and these are all brassicas in here. So there's no bolting going on. They're just growing nice and slow, and they're all sort of intermingling with each other and making friends. So this looks quite healthy in here. There's not much chewing going on neither. And these are my purple sprouts. But there's no little sprouts appearing in between. You see, in between each leaf, you'll get a little sprout appearing there, but they're not ready yet because they're not big enough. They've got to grow a bit more. And then these are my Belotti beans. So they're ready to be picked there. Oh, so that's what they look like. So when they're finished, they look like that. You can hear them rattling about inside. And they're like thick paper. So you can hear that they're all, you can hear that. That's what they sound like. And that's when they're ready to be picked, just for the beans. So, because that's all I want, is I just want the beans in these. So these are getting to the point now where they're being, the first ones at the bottom are being are ready to be picked. But obviously the rest aren't. They're not ready yet. I've took the chickpeas up. They're gone. And there's a few more. So I'm going to harvest these ones today. I'm going to take all these off. I'll get my snips in a minute. Looks like that's dead as well over there. Everything's dying back now. Courgettes haven't been great neither this year. It's just been too cold. And my celery's doing pretty good too. I'm quite happy with that. Rocket's coming up there. That's all growing nicely. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, so there's going to be some changes next year, but you know, every year you can change it to suit you. So that's what I'm going to do. So there's going to be no French beans, dwarf French beans. I'm not doing them again. I'll keep going with the corn. I'm thinking of doing this area next year as a fruit cage. because I haven't got any fruit, so I'm going to do some raspberries. So I have been looking at fruit bushes, and that's my plan for this area there. So I'm going to build some sort of fruit cage, I think, there next year, because it's just wasteland, it's not used. My sunflowers are still doing all right though, down there. Right, let's see what else I can harvest today. There isn't much, but I'll have a little look round now, see what I can harvest, and then I'll have a cuppa and then we'll go home. That's all I got off all them. Ooh, the dwarf beans. So yeah, that's a whole bed for just that. And I've been just getting like 2s and 3s, and so it's not worth it really. I'm not doing them. So we're home now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort out my greenhouse. So I'll show you. It's done, and I don't know how you've been, but my outdoor tomatoes this year have done better than my indoor. It's just been a really bad year for tomatoes. Well, for me it has. It's been my worst year. I've been growing tomatoes for 30 years and this is the worst year I've ever had for tomatoes. And I thought I was getting blight, and then it wasn't blight, and the weather's just been too cold for them. My chilies have struggled as well, and my peppers. But you win some, you lose some. That's all about gardening. That's how growing veg goes, isn't it? So we'll just carry on. So I'm going to clear out my greenhouse now, and then I'm going to put my potatoes in there, or some of the potatoes. I'm going to actually have a look at them because I think some of them are almost ready for harvesting. So I'll leave them out. The ones that aren't, I think I'm going to shuffle and put in there. I've also got some potatoes that need planting, so I'm going to do them. So I don't know whether that'll all be on this video, but for now I'm going to clear out the greenhouse, and then we'll go from there. So let's crack on with that. So this is the sorry state that it's left in now. So they've all had enough. But you see all this compost that they're in, then that's all going to be reused, that. But I'm going to chop them all down, save the tomatoes that are on, so it doesn't matter whether they're green or whether they're ready or not, but they're all coming off today. Got a big spider there, so he's going to have to be moved on as well. Sorry, little Harry. He's not so little. Yep, you're going to have to move out. Sorry. Just to let you know, I just got called in on an emergency. There was the most humongous tarantula in my garden, in my bathroom. So we've just had a massive panic attack, run around the house like two headless chickens, and use the Hoover. So I can't save them all, just like you. I'm not that brave, not when they're so big. So it had to go up the Hoover. So I'm really sorry, little spider, but it weren't little. It was a skinhead with Doc Martens on. So yeah, that's one less for the world. Anyway, here we go. Let's sort this out now. Oh. Got a little pot here. Right, so we've got all these. We've got plenty. So we've got 3 big plant pots full. A lot of them are green. Oh, that's tough. But what I'll do is I'll pull out the plump ones like these, and then I'll put them on a sunny windowsill, maybe on some tissue paper or in a little box or something, so that the air gets circulated and they don't get any moist any moist air. So if they get moistness around them or they're in a damp space, they'll just go rotten. They won't ripen, they'll just go rotten. So they need to be in a nice, warm, dry area. The smaller ones that are too small, I think I might make a green tomato chutney with those. They'll be one that I'll make a chutney with, and then I'll pop that in my cupboard and away for Christmas. That it'll go nice with cheese and biscuits and stuff. So, as you can tell, I am not slim for nothing. So that's it for this one. So I'm going to call it on this one because I think it might be quite a long. I don't want to make it too long for you. So in the next video, I'll be cleaning out this and sorting out the big pile that's just outside the door now of grow bags, and sorting out my spuds. And if I do make a green tomato chutney, then I'll bring you along for that journey. You can see how I do that. That's it, really. So you have a great weekend. Say a lot, don't I? You have a great weekend, and I will see you in the week, because I'm not going away this week anywhere, because I'm not that rich. I'm not even rich. Yeah, that's it. So you have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the week. Bye for now. Bye.